Thank you all for coming. My name is Tom Kemp. I am the director of the 6th grade band. Welcome to the first in 2 years Columbia Middle School Band Concert. You're going to be treated tonight to the 6th grade band first, then the jazz band, followed by the steel pan ensemble down here, so you can crane your necks to see what they're doing, and then the 7th and 8th grade will be back on stage for the last part of the program. Without any further ado, we're going to start playing as soon as my trumpet player comes back with his music. Yep, we're good. We're going to start playing for you, and we'll tell you what we played afterwards. Thank you. That was called Atlas Rising by Jonathan McBride. We only found out the other day that that is meant to evoke space flight. Did you hear it? Maybe? Maybe not? Okay. The next piece we're going to play is by William Owens, and it's called Of Gentle Spirit. This is a beautiful lyrical piece, which is quite a stretch for someone who hasn't been in band in 2 years, but I think they're doing a really nice job. It's amazing to me how far these students have come since September, when we were kind of trying to remember what end of the instrument to blow into, to now. So I'm really pleased with how they're doing. I think you're going to really enjoy this piece. It's called Of Gentle Spirit. Thank you very much. Our last piece we're going to play for you right now is a classic rock favorite by Journey called Any Way You Want It. Audience participation towards the end. You'll see where. Jazz band next. Maybe. He's pulling an audible out of me.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your patience. This is the Columbia Middle School Jazz Ensemble. I'm very excited to be here presenting this group to you. We started out at the beginning of the year. We had 2 or 3 students interested. This COVID really took a toll on us, and you know how we got started. We couldn't play inside. We were playing outside, and it was tough getting a jazz band and concert band up and running. But as things became a little more clear that we can play inside, we started playing more inside. The jazz band pulled together, and we grew a little bit more. And in doing so, even when I started with a small group, I realized that we're going to approach a big band a little bit differently. We're going to treat it like a small ensemble, which means we play a lead sheet ahead, and then we improvise, and then we play the head and out. That's the form we're going to take with these 2 songs tonight. And we spent some time improvising, so you're going to hear some students improvise, composing on the spot. They don't know what they're going to play when they improvise, but it's going to be very exciting to see what they come up with, and we've been working really hard, and I'm very proud of them. So I give you Mr. PC and Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. Ryota Nagy, the guys, solo, clarinet solo, round of applause for Ryota. Aiden Sackett, trumpet solo, Aiden. And Tyler Reed on piano. And Tyler Reed on piano again. All right, at this time, we're going to have the jazz band take a seat in the audience, and we're going to bring the steel pans up, but steel pans just hang tight while our jazz band comes down. Okay, this is the Columbia Middle School Steel Pan Ensemble. You may be saying, why do we have a steel pan ensemble? It's so unique, isn't it? It started back in 2006 with just a conversation between my principal at the time, Dr. Jack Dennis, and I was saying, boy, we should really have a percussion ensemble. And I'm thinking drums and everything like that, and maybe some marimba things. And Jack Dennis was a sailing guy, and he was always at the islands. He had a beautiful sailboat and everything. You go to the islands, he goes, how about a steel pan ensemble? And I'm like, that's a great idea. And I didn't know how to play steel pan at all. So we bought these steel pans from a company, Solomon Steel Pans originally, and they're from Pittsburgh. And the maker was from, I'm going to say it wrong, Guyana. It's coming to me, I'm a little off. I think Guyana. And it's the only inland Caribbean country, I believe. So he came down, he set us up with some basic steel pans to get started, and he just showed me in one day how to play the steel pan. I have a jazz background, classical background. I figured out the layout of the pan, and I slowly learned back then as the students learned, and we learned together, and we grew it to this size ensemble, so much that we needed to get more pans. So I actually have a steel pan ensemble outside of Berkeley Heights, and these red pans were donated for the year from me, from steel pan group I have. My steel pan group, originally, it's called Pantropic, right? It was originally called Pandemic. This was before my wife told me, don't do this. I'm thinking, boy, spreading the word. Bad idea. So that's why we have some of the red pans here, though, today. And we have 3 songs for you. Pass the Dutchie, which means pass the cooking pot. Pass the Cooking Pot, by a group called Musical Youth from the 80s. Jamaican Farewell, and Shawn Mendes' tune Stitches. So hope you guys enjoy our steel pan ensemble. Okay, so we're going to make a transition now to our 7th and 8th grade concert band. And while we quietly do that, we have a few words from Mr. O'Sullivan, the band director up at the high school. So please give him a round of applause, please.
Good evening and welcome to Governor Livingston. I am Nick O'Sullivan, Ellis here at the high school, and it's a great pleasure to work with the students in music. Congratulations to the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. 2 years is a long time, and this is a monumentous night. As I was guiding the 6th grade band back, one of the clarinetists was like, "I feel exhilarated." He was so excited, and it's so great to have live music back, which is very much a need today. And all of us teachers, myself, Mr. Ellis, Mr. Culinary, Mr. Camp, and the rest, we don't teach music just for the schools. We teach music for the life of the child. And as you approach registration, 8th grade parents, please reach out to us to answer or either ask us questions. We'll be happy to answer them. There's flyers in the back, and you can grab them and get our emails. We're happy to talk about options. There's many great options here at GL. And at the risk of being corny, I mean this actually, communities thrive in music, and music thrives in community. And when I look at what music does for students, it maybe doesn't make their problems go away, but it helps them to cope and find meaning and power and a way to move forward. And in these tough times, we truly believe that music education is very much needed. So again, congrats, 2 years. Great job to my colleagues. You sound great. And we look forward to seeing you here at Governor Livingston. Have a good night.
All right, one more round of applause for Mr. O'Sullivan for that wonderful talk. The 7th and 8th grade concert band. We haven't seen them in 2 years. Give it up. Come on, you can do better than that. It's been 2 years. I'm so proud of this group. Maybe I'll save that for later. But we're going to get started with a Panic at the Disco song, High Hopes. Then we have a second piece, Egyptic, which will take you 7,000 years back in time to the pyramids and the Sphinx and all the ancient Egyptian culture that you'll kind of picture in your mind. So here we go with Panic at the Disco, High Hopes first. Hello. Oh, there we go. All right. Before we give you our last song for the evening, let's give a round of applause for Mr. Camp and the 6th grade band. What a wonderful job they have done. Stand up, Mr. Camp. There we go. All right. Thank you. I'd also like to thank our administration, our principal, Mr. Hopkins filling in for us, Ms. Acosta, our vice principal, Ms. Lori Scott. Are you in the audience, Ms. Scott, by chance? Oh, she's in the lights. She's running the lights tonight. No. She is the money. She provides tuning of the steel pan and equipment that we need, which is wonderful. We're very thankful and grateful for that. I'd like to thank Mr. O'Sullivan and Mr. Ellis. Where's Mr. Ellis? Is he in the audience? He's standing back there. Look at that. He's a silhouette, a whole silhouette of him. Look at that. These guys, Mr. O'Sullivan, Mr. Ellis, are the nicest gentlemen I know and very talented musicians, wonderful people. They helped tremendously with setting up the stage here with the pit and the back percussion line and making sure everything was in place for us. And down the road, I guess there's going to be course selection for the 8th graders. I hope that they consider continuing their music with the concert band, and even marching band would be wonderful. I can't give a bigger endorsement for these gentlemen. They're great people. Give them a round of applause just for being great people. All right. And again, you know, it's been 2 years since we've been up here on stage doing this, and when you're not doing it, I guess when you're doing it before the pandemic and everything, you like going through what you do. This is what I do. This is what I do. But then when you can't do it, something's missing. And it's like, wow, something got taken away from you. As musicians, me personally, as a band director, I didn't realize that how much it meant to me, what a big part of it was until I couldn't do it, And we tried to keep the band program together. We taught through Zoom and all that craziness with teaching through Zoom, and then playing outside with trucks going by and dogs barking, kids screaming, crying, babies, not my kids. But it was hard, and here we are to think about where we started from, playing outside, to where we are now on this stage. It's a testament to you, the parents, who encouraged your children to continue to play. And it's a testament to them for sticking it out and working through all these tough times and this wonderful night that we have. So I can't thank you all enough. Thank you, guys. All right, so we are going to wrap our night up with a song called Defying Gravity. And we are defying all the odds by making this concert come together, and we're defying COVID. And so I give you Defying Gravity from Wicked and the 7th and 8th grade concert band. Have a wonderful night. After we play, I'll just tell you how you're going to get your children back if you want them. right, at this time, we're going to bring our students back to the band rooms. They're going to get their instruments together. We're going to have a bunch of students helping out with breaking down the steel pans, just so everything's kind of packed up for tomorrow when they bring everything back to Columbia. So it'll take a few minutes. So let's see, we'll send them back, we'll pack up, and then we'll bring your children back to you right here. So you could wait in the auditorium for them, okay? All right, thank you for a wonderful night. Thank you.